I'd like to call this meeting to order and thank everyone for being here. I ask that Penny please do the roll call.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Heffel,
Here.
Kelso,
Here.
Bukai, Wally, Smith,
Here.
Marshfield, Vernal,
Here.
Driscoll, here, Haynes,
Here.
Scott,
Here.
Ellis,
Here.
Faulkner, Hinckley,
Here.
Wilson,
Here.
Kosher,
Here.
Layton,
Here.
Sutta,
Here.
Malay.
Here. Please join us in the invocation by Reverend Brett White and pledge to the flag Supervisor Gabriel.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for your goodness. We come into your presence with joy, Lord. We ask that you would give us guidance and wisdom and keep us from foolishness. Lord, would you be pleased and honored in all that we do and say? In your name we pray.
Amen.
Would you please remain standing and remove your caps as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval of our last meeting minutes. Were there any additions or corrections from those meeting minutes? Not, they'll stand as submitted. Communications.
All communications received have been referred to their respective committees for review.
Okay, we have one privilege of the floor this afternoon, Wayne Marshfield.
Yeah, I'd like to introduce Larry Amber to speak on the summer youth employment program. I think you all got packets here.
Thank you, Wayne. Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody should have a packet in front of them unless you didn't request one for your summer youth for the summer. I'll be really brief. I think that most of you probably just hand your packets over and don't go through them, which is why I want to just bring a couple things to your attention. First of all, right on the top should be a attention to supervisors note for you. And it is basically to remind you when you're distributing the packets, if you're gonna be, the youth is gonna be in your office, then the packet is for you to go over with the youth and make sure that you both understand all of the orientation, everything in it. If you're handing it over to the supervisor, then they're gonna be filling out the job development form on the second page of the packet. That's very important for us in the Youth Bureau to know where the youth are being placed, if you have the appropriate job placement for the youth's age, so that you're following all the labor laws. So the second page, the job development form, again, is very important. The rest of it's really self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna quick hit the bullets. The application, if they're gonna be on your payroll, you don't need to return the application and some of the things in the packet itself. So some things are not in there specifically for that reason. If it's confusing at all, give me a call and we'll go through it. There's a lot of paperwork. The most important thing I ask is please don't just put this somewhere, get this up in a file somewhere. It happens every year, and then we have to reproduce the entire packet, so it's just wasteful. Hand it off as soon as you know who you're going to be handing it off to, so it's gone off your desk, and they can contact me, and we can get the youth lined up. The applications are online as well, but mine said Youth Bureau on top, so the person knows what to do with them, and it just makes it a little more smooth for the process. The orientation packet itself is in there. It's an agreement between you or the supervisor who's supervising the youth. Very important that that's signed, because if they're underage, they're under 18, so that everybody's saying labor laws. The employee information sheet, there's one there for you and for me, so that you know who the youth are that you have employed, who to contact in the event of an emergency. So I get one back, you can keep one, or the supervisor, the site supervisor keeps that one. Sexual harassment training and quiz, very important. Every youth has to take the training, that the same one that all the county employees have to take. Easy access, easy directions. They need to do this before their first day of work. They need to get the quiz back to me so that I can grade it, make sure that they're aware. If they have, some wrong that we want to make them aware of, we just go over with them on the phone. It's a kind of a pass or fail thing. They need to pass it just to make sure that they're safe in their wherever their work site is. Timesheets every Thursday, very important. This is really important because there's a new payroll system this year that is new to me, and to me it's more time consuming to try to enter it. And there's a lot of youth on payroll, so I need that turnaround time, Thursdays, timesheets, so that I can get it entered before it's due on Friday. And I mention all these things because these are things every year that I'm chasing the youth down for. And if I can't get a hold of them, I'm chasing the supervisor down or both. So these are just things that are really holding the youth fair up every year to try to get, to make our process smooth and so that we can get everything to personnel on time, which is really important for them. Resignations, that's in the packet. Every youth has to sign a resignation form. That has to get back, by their last day of work ideally, so that you can make sure that they're getting it back to us, so that personnel can get them off of payroll, and this protects us so that no one can, something about coming back to claim unemployment or anything like that. So this way we're safe on that one. Evaluations, that's the only thing I have to go by for the youth. If they call for a recommendation going forward, I'm not supervising them, so I have no idea how they did. I pulled the evaluation out of the file that you guys give back to me, or the supervisor gives back to me, so that I can see how they did and I can give them a recommendation. And last thing is the labor laws. I'm not expecting everybody to be familiar with them because, you don't do this a lot. I don't read through them every year to see exactly what every detail is that you can't do. So your site supervisor is expected to familiarize themselves with it so that they're aware of what a 16, 14, whatever year old can or can't be doing so that they're safe, we're safe, everybody's protected. So I just feel like a lot of this packet gets overlooked a lot, gets handed off, and it's not really taken too seriously, I found. So I'm just emphasizing because it is serious. The youth are new to the workforce. We want to make sure they have a good experience, that you have a good experience with them. Everybody's safe, everybody's happy. So I ask you, please, if you're not supervising them, make sure you're emphasizing that to the person who is going to be supervising the youth. Other than that, as soon as we have the state budget passed and we have a number that we can work with, then we'll get these going. If you requested an early start, we can do that. Now that we have to go through the committee and then approve the authorization until vacancy approved, but hopefully we'll at least be by the 30th of June deadline, which is typical for our youth, for most of our youth coming on to youth employment. Sometimes we have the college youth coming back a little earlier in May. That's not gonna happen this year with the budget and the lack of approval that we needed. So the sooner you guys get this back to me, the sooner we can get them working for you guys.
I understand that the town has the choice of either paying them directly from their payroll or the county paying them,
Absolutely.
and then the town would be reimbursed.
Absolutely. So, they're both wonderful options. The benefit for you, if you put them on your payroll, is you can have them longer and pay them more if you have other youth that are making more than the $16 an hour minimum wage. And then at the end of the program, you're gonna bill us and we're gonna reimburse you for what we agreed upon, which is just the hours we agreed upon in minimum wage. But you can have them longer and then have some of it hit you, but not all of it. If they're on hours, then there's less paperwork on your end, obviously, and, the youth will report to us to get their timesheets in to us. It works a little more fluid for you guys if it's on your end, but they're both great. Great options.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions for Laura?
Lara, the funding for the young people that are working on the highway crews, that's in our county budget now, so there's nothing to do with the state on that.
It's still authorization until vacancy, and we kind of lump them together. Technically, you're right. We could start them earlier. I'd have to talk to Keith about that to see if we wanted to split the dates up, but technically, we do the authorization to fill for all on the same dates. So we haven't had to do that before, so that's something we can consider that, sure. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because that reminded me of the TANF dollars that we have, which is in addition to this program. So if you have 2 youth, you can have additional youth if they're TANF eligible. Just email me and I'll shoot you a TANF application which has the income guidelines on it. And if you want to just offer it to a family under, you don't have to assume anything, you just say if you'd like to fill this out. If you're eligible, then I can most likely or hopefully get them on that program and then you could have more than 2 youth.
What is it?
Temporary assistance to needy families. So if they don't have to have SNAP or food stamps or Medicaid or anything like that, but if they're eligible for it, which would be income-based, you know, and that's the simple application that they fill out for that, that tells whether they're income eligible or not. So that application just says if they're eligible for TANF, but doesn't mean they have to have any of the programs. And actually, I found that this has alerted some families that they are eligible, and then they've gone to receive programs. So that's, and also the campership program, same thing, my guidelines that I use for that, I've called a few parents to say, you know, you're eligible for services, you're big time, you know.
Work
Some
restrictions
variable.
would be the same for that too?
Yes, identical.
I mean, because there's a lot of
Well,
restrictions, you gotta be careful, because you better read those restrictions pretty quick, or pretty detailed,
The
because,
only difference is up to 20 years old, not 21.
right,
For
I'm
10.
talking about the ones in the packet, you know.
21 for
There's a
the pack.
lot of restrictions for the youths.
Larry, it's 200 hours if the county pays them, but the town, if we pay them,
Still 200. Everybody's 200, but if you let me know, first come, first served, if you'd like additional hours to be considered as the program kind of gets about halfway through-ish. I look at all the hours, and if we have extra and you requested more, I evenly as possible divvy them out so that we could, and also with extra youth. If you've requested an extra position, not all the towns are able, and I'll use them either for the wait list that I have for youth who've just come in to apply to the Youth Bureau directly that are, you know, didn't go through the packet. So yeah, you know, we spread it out as best we can. So you have to just let me know though if you're interested.
I wanna be the first one right now to request additional funding, so put my name at the top of the list.
Noted.
I beat you all.
There's that injecting.
she said equally, Joe.
I think you're all just jealous because you didn't think of it.
Any other questions for Lara? Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
your time.
Okay, are there any standing committee reports? Okay, we'll move on to resolutions. First resolution, number 73.
I bring this resolution to the board and ask for its adoption. Second.
2026 budget amendment, State Emergency Services IP Network Grant, Department of Emergency Services.
Questions on this resolution? Please call the roll.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Halfo,
Yes.
Kelso.
Yes.
Bukai.
Yes.
Wally.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Marshfield.
Yes.
Vernal.
Yes.
Driscoll.
Yes.
Haynes.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes.
Hinckley.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Kosher.
Yes.
Layton.
Yes.
Seta.
Yes.
Malay.
Yes. Resolution number 74. Betty?
Oh, I'm sorry. I bring this up and move for its adoption.
Second. 2026 budget amendment, acceptance of children and youth with special health care needs, community accessibility and inclusion grant, Department of Public Health Services.
Questions on this? Please call the roll.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Halfwell,
Yes.
Kelso.
Yes.
Bukai.
Yes.
Wally.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Marshfield.
Yes.
Vernal.
Yes.
Driscoll.
Yes.
Haynes.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes.
Hinckley.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Kosher.
Yes.
Layton.
Yes.
Seta.
Yes.
Malay.
Yes. Resolution number 75.
Pull it up, move for its adoption.
I'll second it.
2026 budget amendment, regional training grant youth bureau.
Lara found some extra funding for some training we have every January, and so, that's, good.
Any questions on this? Please call the roll.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Halfwell.
Yes.
Kelso.
Yes.
Bukai.
Yes.
Wally.
Yes.
Marshfield.
Yep.
Vernal.
Yes.
Haynes.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes.
Hinckley.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Kosher.
Yes.
Layton.
Yes.
Seta.
Yes.
Malay.
Yes. Resolution number 76.
I bring that to the floor and ask for its approval.
2026 budget amendment, Department of Economic Development, promotion of tourism.
Questions for Glenn? Please call the roll.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Apple,
Yes.
Kelso,
Yep.
Bukai,
Yes.
Wally,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yep.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Haynes,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Crozier,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Seta,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes. Resolution number 77.
Bring this up, move for its adoption. Second.
correction of current tax rolls in accordance with section 554 of the real property tax law.
Questions on this resolution? Please call the roll.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Halfle,
Yes.
Kelso,
Yes.
Bukai,
Yes.
Wally,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yep.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Haynes,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Crozier,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Seta,
Yes.
Malay,
Yes. Resolution number 78.
I'll bring resolution 78 to the floor and ask for its approval. And I'll second it.
authorization for disposition of personal property no longer necessary for public use. Department of Building and Grounds.
This is a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. I have one not pre-filed resolution. I'll waive Rule 10 without objection. Resolution number 79.
Bring this up and move for its adoption. Second.
Payment of audit.
Please call the roll.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Haffel,
Yes.
Kelso.
Yep.
Bukai,
Yes.
Wally,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Marshfield,
Yeah.
Vernal,
Yes.
Driscoll,
Yes.
Haynes, Scott,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Hinckley,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Crozier,
Yes.
Layton,
Yes.
Seta,
Yes.
Malay.
Yes. Before we move on, I do want to thank Shelley Johnson Bennett for yesterday's water quality tour and your office staff, Nick Cabone, and all of the partners that you worked with on this. I'm speechless at how great that went. We had so many dignitaries here. And what a great opportunity we had to, and all that we do here to protect the water. Just, thank you. I know it was a tremendous amount of work. But the DEC commissioner, the DEP commissioner, Department of State, Department of Health, and the list goes on. They were really super impressed, and I could tell by seeing all the thank yous that your office staff received today that everybody was very happy with how that turned out. So again, thank you.
And I can say Nick Carbone and Ryan worked their butt off. I sent them a nice email this morning.
I do have to say it was very much a joint effort. Economic Development and IDA provided the lunch, so thank you to them. That was very well received.
Yep.
Lindsay's office was able to provide us some transportation through the OFA office, which was great. DPW provided transportation and hosted us at the solid waste facility. So it was all hands on deck. This was very much an every county department lift. So as much as I appreciate my staff being thanked, it really was everyone in this room.
A lot gets done when we work together, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Okay, that's it for the meeting. We need to have an attorney-client privilege meeting. And I ask that Mr. Merrill, Sheriff DeMunn, Lindsay, Joanne, Kara, and Shelley please stay.
I'll need an executive session.